There are two types of portrait photographers right now. One sells digital files for a few $100, quick sessions, fast turnaround, volume-based income. The other sells custom wall portraits, heirloom albums. It's a longer process, deeper relationships, premium pricing. Here's what nobody's talking about. AI is about to make one of these business models completely obsolete and the other one completely bulletproof. Most photographers think they're safe because their work is better than AI. They're wrong, my friend. Technical skill won't save you. Your gear won't save you. Even your talent won't save you. What will save you is understanding what clients are actually buying when they're hiring a photographer, and it's not what you think. Hey, I'm Sarah Petty. Over 33,000 photographers have learned my boutique photography model, and together they've generated over $32 million in sales. And today I'm breaking down exactly which photographers AI will replace first, why being good doesn't matter anymore, and the one business model that makes you irreplaceable no matter how good AI gets. Let's get into it. Listen, AI is not coming for all photographers equally. It's coming for a very specific type. If you're selling digital files for a few $100, offering mini sessions, competing on volume, you are in the danger zone. Here's why. Your clients aren't buying an experience. They're buying a transaction. Quick photo session, digital delivery, done. And AI can do transactions faster and cheaper than you ever could. Think about what those clients actually do with your files. They post a few on Instagram. Maybe one becomes their phone wallpaper. The rest sit in a folder somewhere, likely never looked at again. There's no emotional weight. There's no permanence. There's no real investment here. When something has no value, no emotional weight, it becomes a commodity, and commodities always get replaced by whatever's cheapest. AI will be free. You can't compete with free, my friend. But here's what's interesting. The photographers who will thrive in the AI era aren't necessarily more talented. They're not even using better cameras or better Photoshop or Lightroom. They've just built their businesses around something AI cannot touch. And most photographers haven't even figured out what that is yet. So what is AI actually incapable of doing, and why does it matter so much? Listen, AI can generate a professional headshot in seconds. Great. But let me ask you this. Would you hang an AI-generated image of yourself holding your scrumptious little newborn baby when that wasn't actually you holding your newborn baby? Would you frame a portrait of your 4 kids laughing together if they were never actually together? I hope not, because the value isn't what the image looks like. The value is in the fact that it happened. Your daughter's gap-toothed smile matters because she's 7 and she's losing teeth right now, and next year she won't be. Your son's ridiculous hairstyle matters because he insisted on styling it himself that morning, and you laughed about it on the drive to the session. The chaos of getting everyone out the door, the bickering in the car, the moment they finally all cracked up at the same time, that's the story. That's the memory, and that's the magic. AI can't touch that. AI doesn't have a story. AI doesn't have a memory. And here's the crucial part. When clients invest in printed artwork for their walls, they're not just buying a pretty picture. They're buying a reminder of a moment they actually lived. That moment matters to them because it was real, because they were there, because it meant something. Think about your favorite restaurant and an experience you've had there, maybe celebrating a family birthday. If I could teleport that meal to you and you send a picture of that for your family and call it a celebration, would you rather have that, or would you rather go to the restaurant with the people and get dressed up and drive there in the rain and laugh about something funny that happened with the server? Maybe they knocked over a drink on grandma, and celebrate something together. The meal is just part of the experience. The experience is what makes the meal worth more. Photography is the same. The image is just part of it. The experience is what makes it matter. And that's where the business model has to shift, because selling files isn't selling an experience. It's selling a product that AI can replicate. When you offer printed wall portraits instead of digital files, you're not just changing what you deliver, you're changing what and who you are. You stop being another photographer who takes pictures. You become a trusted advisor who helps families create heirlooms and decorate their homes with them. Here's what that looks like in practice. A family comes to you because they need your help and guidance, not because they need photos. They can take photos on their phones. They need help deciding what belongs on their walls, how big it should be, how should it be presented in a frame, in a canvas? Where should it go? They're terrified of making the wrong choice. What if it looks bad? What if they have regret? What if they've wasted money? What if their friends come in and think it's too weird the way they have it hanging? That fear is real, my friend, and AI can't solve for that fear, but you can. You sit with them, you measure their walls, you show them what a 30 by 40 canvas looks like in a specific frame in their actual space. You help them design something that makes sense for their home, for their family, for their style. You take the risk out of the decision. And when they finally see the portraits you've created hanging on their wall, they'll walk past it every single day and feel something. That's when they realize what they actually paid for. They didn't pay for an image. They invested in the feeling they get when they look at that image. The confidence, the happiness, the fact that it looks so good where they put it. They invested in a process that made something that used to be intimidating feel so easy. AI can't do that. I worked with a high school senior a few years ago who had been to another photographer first, and we looked at the images and they weren't bad. And so we thought, oh my gosh, this girl's not pleasable. And she told us she hated the experience. She felt awkward, rushed, uncomfortable. So when she came to me, we spent time talking about how she wanted to feel. And we just jumped in thinking, well, if she's not pleasable, all we can do is our best. And immediately, the way we treat all our high school senior photographer clients was amazing to her. She loved it. And she told us after this session, before she even saw the images, that it was an experience of a lifetime. The mom ordered multiple thousands of dollars in portraits, not because the images were technically perfect, because I have one hanging in my studio and I walked by it the other day and I went, I need to swap that out. That's not even that great of an image, but it's because the experience mattered, because we made her daughter feel seen and beautiful and amazing. Friend, that's what survives AI: connection, trust, service, and how you make people feel. So, what does that actual process look like if you want to build this kind of business? Let's talk about that. Because if you want to become irreplaceable by AI, here's what you do. Step one, qualify them on the phone before they ever book. Because if you're booking everyone who calls and they don't even care about the experience or the end product, after you explain what makes you different, you talk about your process, you talk about your pricing philosophy, and I give you permission. If they're not a fit, that's okay. You just saved yourself 20 hours of work to figure out how to book better clients and how to market better. Step two, meet with them in person before this session. This is a non-negotiable. You've got to see their home, understand their style, figure out what they actually need. This is where you're selling the vision, not for what they should wear, which you do that, but you're painting the picture of what's possible. Get them excited about it before you even pick up your camera. Step three, create a session plan based on the feedback you got, because you don't need to overshoot anymore. They don't need thousands or even hundreds of images, and then you hope they pick something. This is about being intentional, curating the choices. And I'm telling you, people will pay more for curation and expertise than they will for someone vomiting out a mass amount of images that all look the same. It's overwhelming. Step four, present the images in person. Sit with them. Show them what their portraits will look like on their walls, in their space. Help them make decisions. And you want to keep it under an hour so they don't get overwhelmed. Make it feel like you're shopping with your best friend, not like you're obnoxiously selling something. Step five, deliver the artwork and ask for referrals. So when they pick up their finished portraits, their excitement will be at an all-time high. That's when you ask, hey, do you have any friends who would love this kind of experience? Every single one of those steps requires a human. If AI can do it, you don't have a sustainable competitive advantage, and AI can't do any of that. But I know what some of you are thinking, but Sarah, my clients only want digital files. Let's talk about that. They just don't know what to ask when they call you. You've got to educate them. Here's the bottom line. AI will not replace boutique photographers. It will replace photographers who act like vending machines. Friend, if you want the exact system I use to attract high-paying clients who are ready to invest in wall portraits, seriously, book a free call with my team. We'll share with you how you find right fit clients, how you book them, how you serve them in a way that makes you completely AI proof.